Okay, so right now we've got stuff on the board. Let's wait a little bit, run this. Yeah, with that, shut the tumbler. That's fine. Yep, okay. Woo! Definitely get some of that. Oh my God. Oh, do me a favor, Juan, when you do this, let's do the whole rug in one. Yeah, so what are you doing? The edges and then, yep. Have her stand that way and then face Jamie. Okay? Man, I want you to do it from this angle. What are you doing? No, I don't want to do anything about it. That's fine. Yeah, we'll put. That's fine. Hey everybody, my name is Pat with ATC Rug Washing. Today we are doing one of our CCTV style live videos. I will be a little bit in and out. I'll either be on the messages or I will jump behind the camera a little bit here and there. So if you do have any questions, at some point I will do my best to get to them. But we got a whole bunch of rugs I'm going to be cleaning for you today. Just wanted to give a little intro for the day. So this one here is a very dirty synthetic rug. This house has quite a few dogs. I think they have some cats as well. And what you're seeing there is a lot of body oils just being released. Now I see we got a question. Hello, TJ. Thank you for tuning in again. One last, we have both the CRB and a 175, but you can use Cymex with brushes on both wool and synthetic rugs. Mainly because when we started rug cleaning, we actually had a 175 as well as the Brush Pro already, so it's just a machine I didn't have to buy. But the CRB is still, especially on a rug like this, that's a little bit of a shag pile to it, it's still just a superior machine for these types of rugs. Even a Cymex with that orbital pattern, and we do have a couple of orbitals. We have a few Orbats. They just do not get as deep into the fibers as your as a Brush Pro. And again, guys, thank you all very much for tuning in. This is a CCTV style live video, so I'm not really going to be doing a ton of Q&A. But if you do ask questions, I will do my best to answer them either via the text box or when I do jump behind the camera here and there a little bit today. We're cleaning a whole bunch of rugs today. We do have one of these in the background, one of our urine bag rugs. Yeah, truck's off. Shut it off, and then just leave it. And Mandy's gonna bring it to the back, yeah. Roller might work a little better on the back. Oh, that is dirty. Oh boy. Okay. Huh? He is gonna move to the back. Up there, no. Yeah. Just do me a favor, just pack the truck up for him. Just pack it up for him so he can move it to the back. There you go. All right, guys, so we're gonna, this is a lot, so now we're gonna take it off. Let's turn it over. Rinse off the wash. Let's give it one more good rinse. Use the roller line, get it as dry as you can. We'll spin it. Now this one is so dirty, guys. We're gonna use a. We're gonna put it in the centrifuge at this point. So our customer tried to clean this one themselves, and they left it wet too long, so it had a little bit of like a mildewy kind of smell. But obviously it is, and this is after dusting it, it is very dirty. So we are going to just kind of give it another good rinse. We'll get it in the centrifuge, see if we can get a lot of this dirt out quicker, and then we'll actually start to clean the rug. Jamie, I want to just follow the big deal. Now when you go in there, basically we're just trying to rinse it, so then when we dry it, we're only like a minute. Wow. Look how much dirtier the front is now. So we're gonna put this in the centrifuge. Pull some of that. It's not gonna be a long time in the centrifuge, just to pull it out and get it into the back. You have your something coming? What? Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. Shut up. come to the regular rug first, okay? And then we'll cut the back one.
Huh?
Something like this, you could use a little monitor too. When I look at these are almost synthetic.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
There's like different stages to this stuff.
It's like just a hot, like small part.
There's like different stages to this stuff. Dirty. Dirty. Not really.
That one's ready, that one's ready, the other one not ready.
Right.
Aquel no quiere parar, pero eso no lo hacemos después. ¿Entiendes? Sí. Si vamos a arreglar más tarde. Sí, no pasa nada. No hay fallo, claro. No, o sea, ahí no va a parar el video. No. Eso de lavarle la pasta sí le ayuda. No las amarro ahorita, me voy a pasar las de Jay. more cannot affect, eh? Cannot affect, eh?
I know. It's over there for you. Yeah. All right, buddy. So let me go. I'm Pat from ATC Rug Washing, Specialty Cleaning Services. Hope you guys are enjoying today's CCTV style live video. We're going to get now to this one here. Then we're going to get to the bagged one in the back there. And I'm going to scroll up a little bit here, see if I can catch any questions I missed, and maybe I can give you guys some answers. I don't see why people let it get that bad, so I'm thinking you're talking about that really dirty one we cleaned before. I think it's really just a matter of customers are living in their homes, and they, the days go by, and before you know it, stuff just gets kind of bad. But we are here to absolutely help them out. Looks like lake water. Okay. Is that wall mounter pressure washer any good? It works really well for the application we're using for the rugs here. I don't know how good it would be on other applications. We don't really need a ton of pressure out of the pressure washer, and the question is how well does this power washer here work? But for our needs here in the shop, it does work pretty well. Alex Angel, first time I've ever seen one from the beginning. Always come at the end. Color change on the rugs. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Yes.
Mandy, thank you for watching. Thank you. Jay, thank you. Have met. I think we haven't cleaned. I don't think we did a wool one yet. We will be doing some wool ones today, but right now we're just kind of getting through all of the urine soaked and really super dirty synthetics we had on the list for today's rugs. So Alex, yes, because we are the question was, you let some rugs sit with cleaner on them and then wash them out. I noticed you have some rugs on the side. So because we are an active rug shop, actually cleaning rugs for our customers, we have to obviously maximize the amount of rugs we can clean in a day. And whenever we have pet urine or any kind of rug that maybe was in a flood, has like a moldy mildew smell, anything that we want to decontaminate, we don't want to have to tie up the wash floor by laying it flat for the whole time. So it's just as effective if we roll it off to the side and let it do its thing while it sits there, and then we kind of get to the next rub. Now we are in the process of getting a much larger wash floor. It's actually going to go out to, you see where it ends here, it's going to go out a couple, like 3 or 4 feet this way. And then where our platform is right here, we are going to convert all this into wash floor as well. You can see Jamie over there. Say hello, Jamie. And Jamie does all of our filming. And also today, you got working very hard. You have Juan here, and you have Arnie. And Manny is somewhere around as well. But anyway, I'm going to let them get back to it. And again, if you have any other questions, guys, I will answer it when I can. And just enjoy the soapy, relaxing action. Now, we are also going to, after this one, we are going to cut open that one in the bag there with all that urine. So stay tuned. Time, let's go. Hurry up. Yeah, this one. That one. I'm lunch today. Oh. Maybe tomorrow. You can't do that one. You're laughing about it. Huh? Is she watching? All right, guys. So, before we start that, let me answer a couple questions. So, what's with the rod of foam? That is actually a PVC pipe with holes in it. It allows us to open the rugs up in the centrifuge a little bit easier. And that is our centrifuge that rug just went into. And that lets us rinse the rug. So you can see right here, we're rinsing the rug, and then allows us to dry the rug. And this type of rug that's in there right now, we'll get about 95, not yet, guys, not yet. We'll get about 95% dry in 3 minutes. All right, so you're gonna film this. He's gonna film a different angle. We're gonna play with this, so. All right, so we're gonna cut this one open. And why don't we go from here this way? Yeah, why not? We're all ready? Hold on, we all ready? You ready, Mike? You're good? Jamie, you're good? Okay, let's do it. Yay! Oh yeah. All right, so now this rug has been soaking in our pet treatment, which allows, it really breaks up the urine. And now all that urine becomes suspended into the bag of liquid. And that's why it looks so yellow. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna basically rinse this rug out very thoroughly. Get as much of this urine out as we possibly can. Then we're actually gonna start to clean the rug. You can see all that urine and cleaning solution just pooling right now on the face of the rug here. And basically we are going to, guys, why don't you guys squeegee it, make it lighter. I actually didn't realize how big this rug was. Oh yeah. Arnie, go a little slower at the end. Nice. Woo. That's a good question, Abby. Does the rug smell after we cut open the bag? So Jamie's saying yes. I'm saying no. I don't really think it smells too bad. It's definitely a lot less than it was. But sometimes it's a little bit hit or miss sometimes. So sometimes they still smell really bad. Sometimes they don't. But according to Jamie here, she said it's awful. So. All right, so at this point, really what we're trying to do now, we're just trying to rinse out as much of this urine as we can. And we should be able to rinse out most of it. And then we will start to actually clean the rug. Now, in order to help us further rinse the rug, we are going to use our Brush Pro here, our CRB machine, I'm sorry. And that just kind of helps us move the water around a little bit more. And start to really get deep into the fibers. And it might be a little hard to see on camera. You can see how yellow, how soapy, but also how yellow that water really is. When you say vacuum, do you mean the centrifuge? So the centrifuge, we don't really have to because it doesn't actually suck up anything. The way it actually works, I'll actually show you when we get to that point on this rug of how it works. But the way the machine works is because we're running fresh water through the rug, and at a certain point we're basically running clean water through the rug at the end. The water really never has to, you really don't have to. Especially we put rugs in there that are, at that point, pretty much disinfected and clean. Now if we do put like a pre-spinner rug in there, or something like that doesn't have any disinfectant on it or anything, we will then, if we have to, we can basically run water through it with no rug in it. We do clean it we just kind of run water through it at the end of every day, just because it does sort of, it will kind of pool in the pipe a little bit. There's actually a second pipe, a little hard to see in the back there. That water will pool in there a little bit, so at the end of the day, we like to just not leave stagnant, like urine or really dirty water in it. And now I'm actually starting to agree with Jamie. It definitely does smell. Is that baking soda? No, so we don't use any baking soda on any rug. Not that baking soda is inherently bad. Daniel, do we recycle the water? So this business of ours right now, this is actually a very new business for us. We are actively looking into it. The only problem is we're just trying to find a way to do it in a cost-effective way. The recycling systems we found so far are pretty expensive, and our water bill is very cheap here in New York. So we're just trying to find a cost-effective way to do it. We've only been this is our second real year of cleaning rugs, and it's actually a pretty seasonal business too. So we basically for 3 or 4 months out of the year we slow down tremendously. So really, it's like we're in the middle of our first real second year. Now our business, we're actually an office cleaning company, and during COVID we realized that less and less people were going into their offices. So we better figure out a way to get in their homes. So like in late 22, we kind of early 22, late 21, we kind of dipped our foot in this business a little bit. I call it like that. All of 22 like our year zero. And then last year we took this business very seriously. We realized we might be able to grow it. And this year we're really it's really starting to turn into like a real business. You could definitely ask that. So it varies a bit. All of our prices are by the square foot. And it ranges somewhere between like $2.25 or $2.50 up to like $5 or $6 a square foot. Occasionally it can be more than that depending on what's going on with the rug, with the kind of rug that somebody has. And that's really just to clean it. So we charge more money if we have to obviously decontaminate anything. And then certain fiber types require more time and a little bit different chemistry to clean, a little bit more expensive. So synthetic rugs tend to be less money. Wool rugs tend to be kind of in the middle. And then like any kind of specialty rugs, so like viscose rugs, silk rugs, cotton rugs, stuff like that, they tend to be on the more expensive side to clean because they just cost more for us to clean them, if that makes sense. And then obviously bigger rugs, because it's by the square foot, cost more than less expensive ones. Now what you see Juan doing here, he's actually putting some water under the rug, because every time Arnie uses this is our roller. We have a squeegee that you've been seeing today. No, this is our roller. Every time he's actually pushing some of this water out, he's actually pushing some of the water through the rug. So the best way for us to rinse off the back, we will turn the rug over, but while we're still trying to rinse the front, the best way to do it is to kind of put some water under it. And you can see, like every time we squeegee, that yellow goes away, and then some more of it starts to emerge a little bit. Now this type of rug, this is a synthetic rug. This is this was cut and bound. This is designer wall-to-wall carpet that was cut and bound and made into a rug. And these types of rugs in general tend to clean up really well, but they also have like a latex layer on the back, and that holds a lot of urine. So it's just a matter of, at this point now, just kind of fighting through that, getting all that out. And it's starting to look like we're getting there towards at least most of this is out. So we're probably going to start the next phase of the cleaning cycle. When this rug was in that bag, I was in one of our pet treatments, which is a disinfectant, deodorizer, and it actually breaks up the urine crystals. Now we're going to actually go into a little bit more of a cleaning product that will also neutralize some of this urine odor. And but the urine itself right now is very loose on the rug from the bagging process. When we don't use that bagging process, we find that, especially on synthetic rugs, it takes a little bit more time when they're laying flat to actually break them up. Now, on the back of this rug, but when we put it in the bag, I have to find a picture. There was a lot of huge like urine pooling on the back of the rug, and I don't really see any of that anymore, and that's because that's all broken up. I see we've got a couple questions here. So where we located? We're in New York. Yes, we are in New York. We are on Long Island, in Farmingdale, New York. And we've been getting a lot of requests for this. So we're trying to figure out the best way for anybody in the U.S. to send us rugs for cleaning. So as soon as we figure that out, we will let you know. Hey guys, do you want to spin it? Yeah. I think we should spin this. All right, so we're actually going to put this in the centrifuge to get more of this urine out. Even though, is that drain at the end of the rug, or your chemicals safe for the sewer? So yes, actually very safe. So carpet cleaning waste in general
where we live, and most places in the U.S. Is allowed to go into two places, as long as it's below a certain pH level. And now ours is way below the allowable pH level. Most of the stuff we use is either neutral or slightly basic, so maybe like an 8 on the pH scale. And if anything, a lot more of our products are a little bit more acidic, because acidic products actually break down urine. But as long as, I believe in New York, the pH is like, I think it's 12 or so. We're never even anywhere near that. So yes, it is. We're supposed to either put it down to the sanitary sewer, or we're actually allowed to dump it to ground, which means, like, if you're doing, let's say you're cleaning somebody's wall-to-wall carpet in their house, you are allowed, if our customer's okay with it, to like put it in an inconspicuous spot on the lawn, or like in the backyard, or like in a flower bed. You just have to make sure it cannot go down the storm drain. Evie, you're very welcome. So this is a little sample of, I don't really usually do a lot of Q&A on the Tuesdays, but every Thursday at 9:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, I stand behind the camera for the entire time we do the live video, usually about 3 to 4 hours, and I will answer every question that anybody has. All right, so now we're going to spin this one to get more of that urine out. So and the reason we're doing this, the way the centrifuge works, is it allows us to do the same thing that they were just doing, wetting the rug with the fire hose and then the squeegee. This allows us to rinse the rug, though, at a tremendously quicker speed. Christopher, I'm sorry. So we're trying to figure out like a price chart. It's actually a little complicated, but basically our prices are. Our website is www.atcrugwashing.com. It's the same as our YouTube handle. It's just atcrugwashing.com. And our prices range between like $2.25 or $2.50 a square foot up to about $5 per square foot. Occasionally, certain rugs will be more. And in general, the price is kind of, so like synthetic rugs tend to be on the lower end. Wool rugs kind of tend to be in the middle. They're usually somewhere around like $3. And then other kind of specialty unique rugs will cost more money. And then if the rug has urine or some other kind of contaminant, or if it's been like in a flood, let's say, and it has like a mildewy smell, anything we want to kill, we will charge a little bit more for that. But it kind of always gets around that price range. Walker fam, thank you very much. And thank you for watching. So now, basically, we're just trying to get as much of this out. Then we're actually going to clean the rug. So we haven't even really started cleaning the rug. Jessica, exactly. So this is So we used to have another centrifuge we bought originally, and it was it was cheaper. It wasn't as heavy duty built. This is actually made in America. This by a company called Orbitech. His name is Scott. He builds everything by hand in Alabama. This thing's an absolute tank. It's the same company that made our cart here. This is how we dry rugs. We have 2 of these racks. He made that. There's another cart you can see in the distance over there. And he actually made our wash floor here, which we're actually getting a bigger wash floor soon from him. The original one we had was a little bit unsafe to use. It would bounce around a lot. You had to really make sure the rug was in a perfect position in there every time. If a rug was too big or too wet or a whole bunch of other problems, the machine would actually kind of literally jump around, or the door would blow off. So we used to have to really do a lot more of the manual labor, but now the centrifuge, we just let it do as much work as it can do. Now the scraping and rolling is very important in this because it does allow us to see stains and stuff like that. We don't want to just skip it completely, but at some point we just let the machine do the work. And you're exactly right, Jessica, and also thank you for watching. All right, so that looks a lot better now, guys. So that once it kind of gets a little drier, then we'll clean it. They're going to use D2. We'll use the D2, put it on the front, work it in, turn it over, put it on the back. You're very welcome. Thank you. But yeah, so we really use the, obviously, the scrubbing is how we kind of break up the dirt, and then the squeegee allows us to, so if there's a stain on the rug and we put it in the centrifuge, the centrifuge is not going to get that out, if that makes sense. We really have to work on that and maybe change a little bit of chemistry on a spot. So we do a lot of that as just kind of like to really get the rug as clean as possible. Once we see, though, that the dirt's just kind of really freely flowing out, it doesn't look like it's staying in the rug, then pretty much we can use a centrifuge. And we also do tend to do a couple of little extra squeegees here and there because we know you guys like watching that stuff. And again, on our channel, if you're just tuning in or if you never really watched this before, we only clean rugs for actual customers. We do not make rugs like dirty on purpose like a lot of other channels for content. We're grateful for them because they've made rug cleaning pretty famous, especially on social media. But we really want to just, because it got so popular, we really want our channel to be a little bit of an eye of like a little peek into what it's like to run a real rug shop. And in most parts of the country, every state, there's definitely a couple of other shops like ours doing the same thing. Now, you might find a little bit of difference in some of the methods, but in some of the chemistry. But fundamentally, the rug cleaning process, if you're doing it correctly, is the same. And we're all mimicking the old world style of rug cleaning. So when rugs used to be made, they used to be cleaned in bodies of water. So rivers, streams, stuff like that. And our process is really just a modern take of that old way to do it. Yeah, just exactly. It's pretty much like a laundry system for rugs. Exactly. Now, what you're going to see here is the centrifuge at this point is pretty much knocked all the urine out. So now I don't see any more of that yellow pooling, anything like that. I mean, the rug looks pretty clean. And now we are going to clean the rug, front and back, for our customer. But this really did make the work a lot less taxing for us. Now, in general, the principles of cleaning rugs, are the same. So we put a little bit of, if we were starting from scratch, which I'm going to look at this rug like we almost are, we would pre-scrub and rinse the rug first. We're going to skip that step. So normally every rug we clean, we wet the rug out like Arnie's doing now. We will scrub it with one of the different machines we use. Today we didn't really break out the main machine we usually use. We've been using our CRB the whole time, which is this machine right down here. And what we do is we pre-scrub it, and we wet it again, and we rinse it. And that allows us to get any loose dirt out before we start cleaning the rug, so our cleaning chemistry doesn't have to fight against easy to remove dirt to get to the stubborn stuff. It also allows us to see if our customers have put anything on the rug. A lot of times people will try to clean stuff at home. They leave that chemistry on the rug, and then we don't want that chemistry that they left behind to interact negatively with our chemistry. So it's one of the most important steps when we clean a rug is to actually pre kind of scrub it and get all that out. It also allows us to find out if our customers never told us about maybe urine or something else on the rug. And that sound you're hearing, that is that last rug being hung up on our rack. All right, so I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing in the shop here. And I'm going to let you guys just kind of watch this one a little bit. And I'll be back before they're finished to kind of sign off. This is going to be the last rug we do on today's live video. And again, we are ATC Rug Washing, coming at you live from New York. You are watching today Arnie here and Juan. And you might see Jamie from time to time. She does all of our filming for our shorts and long video content. And now she's shaking her head. Now she's laughing. And actually, Jamie, you got to pick from Ruggy's Closet. Ruggy is our cartoon character. It's actually based on my dog. It's the dog you'll see in a lot of our videos, the cartoon version. And we actually got, you guys were asking for merch, so we actually got some, mostly for our own guys in the shop. It's actually kind of a fun way to, we don't make them pay for it, but we use a company called Printful, which allows us to make like one-offs in very unique colors and stuff. So we let all the guys kind of, obviously when we're doing work in houses, or they wear their clothes we're wearing right now. But in the shop, you're going to start to see some more vibrant colors on the guys, based on, I guess, on the mood they feel for the day. But I am going to have Jamie model some of our Ruggy's Closet lists. Look at her, look at her. So the bucket with the holes in it, we use that to evenly distribute distribute the cleaning solutions that we want to use.
I think we put one more on the front.
Yep. Gary, so we do not make any rugs dirty for content. We only clean rugs for actual customers. And if you go through our channel, you'll see we never clean rugs that haven't been like lived on or walked on. A lot of the other channels that are super popular that make ASMR content, it looks like there's 100 years of dirt on the rug. It's amazing when they clean those rugs how it looks like no one's ever walked on the rug before. And oh, Juan, no. But yeah, so no, we never, we only clean rugs for customers. So we're actually really grateful that a lot of people are making that type of, those type of videos. And listen, they're making really good money online doing it. But we wanted to give everybody a little bit of, because they made it so popular, we wanted to give everybody a little bit of insight of what it's like to actually clean real rugs with real dirt for real customers. Every rug is a real rug, but we clean rugs from actual customers with real levels of dirt. You'll also find with those guys, you're never going to see a lot of rugs with urine on them because it's really hard to fake that unless they want to pee on them themselves. But you'll see if you actually look at a lot of it, we have a ton of videos. If you look at a lot of our videos, a ton of them are from rugs with urine. I would say about 70% of our customers call us because of pet issues on rugs and on furniture and stuff like that. And if you ever want to learn how to actually turn a rug over correctly, they're doing it right now. So you kind of fold it in half, you fold it back a little, you turn it over. And now this part here, you just fold that back and you pull the rug. And that makes it much easier to turn a rug over. Although this rug is definitely very heavy. Have we ever cleaned rugs from crime scenes? We actually get this question a lot, so no. Most of the time in any kind of crime scene, the insurance companies will they'll pay for new rugs. So we do a lot of work for restoration companies up to a certain point where once a rug is unsalvageable, so if we can't bring it back completely to the condition it was before the incident, that's when an insurance company will replace it. So in general, we do get a lot of rugs that, the big one we get, we do get rugs that have been in floods, and a lot of them can be saved. But we will get a lot of rugs that were nearby fires, so not like on fire, but in the next room, and those look fine, but the odor is very difficult to remove, and that's something that we kind of specialize here in our shop. But in general, most insurance companies are not going to like have us remove like blood or anything like that from a rug. It's just not. They'd rather just replace it. I could see a scenario where that could happen. If somebody has like an antique rug or something like that and they want to clean, it's almost irreplaceable, then it's worth a shot. But most of the time, they'll either get a dollar amount, they won't pay for the cleaning or something like that. And in general, most of our really dirty rugs come from either floods or urine or just really old, like, if you have a lot of pets in the home, the first rug we cleaned today was very dirty, and that was all pet body oils. And when pets lay on certain types of rugs, especially shaggy synthetic rugs, they get those body oils really collect. And if you go back when we upload this video and you watch, we'll have some shorts on it later as well. Those rugs, they get absolutely like really dirty from that. But they are very easy to clean. Mostly just time, chemistry, and agitation. All right, so we're gonna let this one sit for like 5 more minutes. Just really make sure, whenever we clean rugs in general, we don't wanna have to clean them a second time. Now, I don't think this one's gonna really smell like urine when we're finished, and the rug itself looks pretty clean, but we're putting on a very high surfactant product here. that does a really good job of neutralizing urine odor. Now, most of the cleaning solutions, we get this question a lot. I haven't gotten it yet today, but what happens if we leave like soap on the rug or any cleaning solution? So when you clean wall-to-wall carpeting, a lot of those cleaning solutions are very high pH, soapy products. So the way that they work is they attract dirt to them. And then you kind of scrub the carpet, you steam it, and you need to rinse all of that away, because if you leave it behind, you are going to, that soap will start to attract dirt quicker than when the rug was, before it was cleaned. So what'll happen if you don't do the right job, you'll get a call from a customer in a couple weeks, say, I don't understand why my rug is so dirty again, and it's because you left soap on it. Now, in the shop here, these products we're using, they're actually not, they're very different. These are end cap products, so instead of attracting dirt, they actually actively repel dirt. So it's fundamentally a little bit different. And when they dry, they crystallize, and they're easily vacuumed away. So every rug we clean here, the first thing we do when they come in, they get dusted, and then they go through a secondary dusting process to remove any soap, which we don't usually leave behind, but if we do leave any behind, it goes through a secondary process to remove any of that crystallized powder, which you almost can't really see. It's just, we just know it's there, so we make sure that we kind of remove anything like that. Now, if you guys, while we're waiting here for a couple minutes, who gets to test the rugs to verify if the urine smell is gone? So, Scott, my nose is absolutely terrible. I can't smell anything. Juan over here has a pretty good nose. Manny has a really good nose. And my father, Pat Sr., unfortunately for him, he has the best nose. So he gets the brunt of that work. I'll go Juan, we're gonna go like 2 minutes. Juan, like 2 minutes. Like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So now if you guys have any other questions, while we're waiting for this to kind of sit here and let that cleaning solution work a little bit, I can answer any questions you have. And again, we are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services, coming at you live from New York on Long Island. A beautiful hot day today in Farmingdale, New York. It's like 85 degrees today. And no air conditioning in the shop for us. It's a little bit of a sweaty day. How you feeling, Arnie? He feels great. He always feels great. There you go. What are you two laughing at over here? Oh, actually, speaking of, Mike is now, he is, what do you got on there, Mike? He's got our new Ruggies, straight from Ruggies Closet, our new windbreaker. You can talk dirty to us. How many rugs do we clean in a day? So right now we're a little bit limited because of the size of the wash floor, but we are doubling that. And we're aiming to do, every Tuesday and Thursday, we're aiming to clean anywhere from 50 to like 70 rugs a day. So right now we're kind of, on an average day now, we can do like 20 something. But what happens is we tend to run out, a little bit, we can run out of water sometimes, but we really just run out of time because we can only do so many on this wash floor. But we will actually be able to have like the same thing that's going on here now, plus another guy doing smaller rugs at the same time. Or we'll be able to do very large rugs. And if you've seen our channel before, we've shown live a couple times that they go way past our wash floor right now, and they just take way too long to clean. So we'll be able to be better suited to do those in a much more timely fashion. Do you guys do duck dues? I don't know what duck dues are. All right, Arnie, you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Yeah, you're good. Rohan from India, thank you very much. Hello. Thank you, and thank you guys all very much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And anybody who's been asking questions, thank you. I'm hoping you guys are, hopefully I'm doing a good job answering them for you. And we hope you guys are enjoying our lives. We have been getting a ton of people to watch these, so I'm really glad that you guys are tuning in. There we go. Okay.
nothing coming out.
Now it's funny, you can kind of see where that urine staining was. It kind of permanently stained the back of the rug a little bit. It almost looks like a little goldish and like lighter in some spots, like right over here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on camera. Let's see if I zoom in a little bit, if you can see it. But these were like, so yeah, so you see how it's a little bit of different shade here, right in the middle there? That was all black with like urine pooling on it. And just one more time, look how good this windbreaker looks. Show them the back, Mike. There it is. Talk dirty to us, our slogan. Available now, Ruggy's Closet. Somebody the other day said I'm starting to sound like a real YouTuber. And again, guys, if you like our channel, please like and subscribe. We come out with, oh, look at this. Look at this. There we go. Too much chit-chatting, you see? Leslie, so we don't use the blue soap because fundamentally that doesn't make any sense. There are definitely a lot of channels that they're putting food coloring or something into that soap to do that, and we would never actually do that, add any kind of dye to one of our customers' rugs. Especially, you're gonna notice too, a lot of those channels that you see using that kind of stuff, they're not really cleaning wool rugs very often. They're never cleaning viscose rugs. They're never cleaning cotton rugs. That kind of stuff, if we put that kind of stuff on those types of rugs, we're adding a real weird problem to a rug, potential problem to a rug for no reason. I do admit, like, it looks really cool, and then I think what they're doing is they put it into like they're putting like a bucket and they're putting like a power washer in, so it they're under diluting it, so they're putting a lot of soap in a bucket, and then they're putting in like a power washer to like force the water to make the super suds and like explode. But that's kind of it's also a real waste of chemical too. It's just more chemistry that we have to use, that we just really don't need to use. But thank you very much for the question. Thank you for watching. And you're going to see most of, outside of maybe one cleaning solution we use that has a slight tinge of like a little bit of like yellow to it. That blue soap is double cleaned by ProChem. I didn't realize ProChem makes that stuff. Yeah, I can't imagine they're using that, Bill, at the correct dilution, whatever they're doing with those rugs. And again, we would never do that to like any kind of rug that has dye sites. So like I would never use that. You could, let's face it, any kind of synthetic rug, you can use whatever you want. I mean, if you're cleaning the rug at home, you could use like Tide or Dawn or something. It's not really the best for the rug. It's not going to do the best job of cleaning the rug. But a synthetic rug, you do whatever you want. But yeah, like there's just like no reason to have that in the shop. So the guys accidentally use that on the wrong rug. You know what I mean? And actually, you guys can see we have a lot of different colors of buckets. That's really to kind of separate the. And Bill, thank you for tuning in again. Nice to see you again. That really, it's just kind of like a unnecessary thing. Yeah, exactly. So it's just, I think I know exactly what you're thinking of too. But yeah, it's just insane what, like, from a cleaning perspective, a lot of like what they do for the ASMR content doesn't really make any sense. So like, when you have a rug, let's say you did get a rug in that had like 2 inches of dirt on it, anybody who actually cleans for a living would just remove that while it was dry. Nobody would ever wet 2 inches of dirt and try to clean it. That doesn't really make any sense. You would just turn the rug upside down and kind of smack it a little bit and get all that off before you clean it. A lot of those channels are going against cleaning principles, but they are making good content. I get it. Mick, this is one of the real ones. So we only clean actual rug, we only clean real dirt from actual customers. And you will see if you go through our channel, every rug when we clean it still looks like it's been lived on for the most part. And that's because we just typically clean rugs that are a couple of years old once our customers finally realize they should get them cleaned. Now this one looks like it's in pretty good shape. Not really too walked on, but I guess if you were here in the beginning, you could see how much urine we had on it. Just a real puppy problem, I think. Yep. And again, Mick, we're grateful that those guys made rug cleaning so popular. And it really allowed us to make a channel here where we show people what it's like to actually do this for real customers. Let's do one more rinse and then let's put in the centrifuge. I think we are done with this one. So I'm going to show you guys on this last one here how the centrifuge works a little bit. So they're going to give this one more rinse, one more squeegee. And then I'll show you how the centrifuge works. Now in this particular one, you can see not really a lot of dirt at any point, just mostly just a ton of urine. Do we pick up and deliver rugs, Scott? Yes, we do. We are working on widening our area. Actually, this has been because this is a pretty new business for us, if you didn't catch me say it before. So we really only started this business towards the end of COVID. We're actually an office cleaning company. And we realized during COVID, less people were going into their offices. We better figure out a way to get into their houses. But what we didn't realize is how difficult pickup and delivery can be, especially on a very busy, where we live is very busy here on Long Island. The traffic is insane. So right now we pretty much pick up and deliver anywhere on Long Island. And we are working, we have a couple things in the works where we're going to service Brooklyn, most of Queens, Manhattan, Connecticut, and Westchester. But the pickup and delivery part of this has been one of the hardest parts for us to figure out. Obviously, in principle, it's pretty easy, but it is hard to figure out sometimes how many houses you can actually get to in a day. Especially the other factor is, you know, when we go to a customer's house and maybe they have 3 rugs under 3 different beds, it can take a while sometimes to get the furniture off properly. We don't want to break anything, and then really make sure we get to the next house on time. But like anything else, we're figuring it out. We got the cleaning part down though. That's that part was easy. All right, so I'm going to move the tripod a bit here. So now we don't really need to use that pipe all the time that we're about to roll into the rug. The reason we use it on big rugs especially is it gives the rug a little bit of structure in the middle. And it does help us for the rug to open up in the centrifuge. So they're going to roll that up. And let me show you guys the centrifuge really quick. So the way that this machine works is it's the outer tube that you see. And then there's a second tube in there. And you can see all the holes. It's completely perforated. Once we put a rug in there rolled up, we are now then trying to have the rug from being rolled up to actually open up to the walls of the centrifuge. And once it does that, we are able to pass water through the entire rug until the point where it's sufficiently clear. And then we stop putting water through the rug and we actually dry the rug. And this particular type of rug will get about 95% dry in 3 minutes once we shut the water off for the rinsing. Now what they're trying to do is they rolled it up a little bit unevenly. And the more unevenly we put a rolled up rug in there, the more that the harder it is for the rug to open up in there. And it can kind of get a little off kiltered and mess up the balance a bit. Now they put it in a little too far. They're just kind of fixing that a bit. All right, so then we close the door. And now we have this control panel here. So the first thing, like I said, we're trying to get that rug now from rolled up to open in the machine. And we can tell once that happens a couple different ways. So we adjust the speed a bit, we put some water through it, and we'll hear a bit of a pitch change in the machine, and we'll start to see water actually coming out of the tube there. Now it sounds like the rug started to catch. And again, I don't hear sometimes you'll hear the rug still spinning in the machine. And there's a little bit of water coming out now. Let's see. Now, when a rug is pretty dry that we put in there, all that water has to fill up the rug and then start coming through the rug. And now you can see the water starting to come out. And a little hard to see on camera. There's a little bit of a tinge of maybe yellow in it. Obviously nothing like before. Mick, this was from a house. We were never at the house, so we do a lot of work for other local carpet cleaners. Now you can start to see it definitely a little bit more yellow. So we do a lot of work for other carpet cleaners. Once we opened our business, we started to partner up with local guys who do wall-to-wall carpeting. And when they have, we have a pretty big wholesale business. So now Juan's going to block me. I'm going to move over. So those guys, once we opened up our shop here, they started bringing their customers' rugs to us because we're just able to do a much better job than they can in their house. So this is from one of our carpet cleaning customers, so it's definitely from somebody's house, but it's a house we've never been to. And in between rinses, we like to shut the water off and let that water evacuate from the rug and then refill the rug a few times. And basically, we just do that so that water is sufficiently clear enough. Now, I'm kind of seeing it's pretty clear. You always might see a little bit of whiteness to the water because the force of the centrifuge can make it a little bit choppy. But other than that, I really think maybe 1 or 2 more rinses, and then we'll get it dry, and we'll show you what it looks like. You want lunch? Yeah. And again, this is our control panel here. So this allows us to basically really straightforward. Green button turns it on, red button shuts it off. That's an emergency stop over there. The yellow button allows us to put it in reverse, which I'll show you why we use that in a minute. And then that dial you see there, that allows us to change the speed. So we usually keep it between, you see the water starting to become a lot clearer. We usually keep it between 3,000 to 8,000 RPMs. The machine does go up to 10,000 RPMs, but we find that's just a little bit too much and not really necessary for any of the drying process. But on more delicate rugs, it does allow us to go at a slower speed. Albeit we can't get them as dry at certain speeds, but it gets them pretty dry and then we can try to dry them a different way. Thank you very much, Mick, and thank you very much for watching. Sorry, guys, I kicked the camera there. This tripod's way too big on the floor. Okay. All right, so now Manny is drying the rug. So on the back here, you can see there's a little valve here, right here. And that allows us to control how much water we put through the machine. And this machine is actually pitched downward. So the force of the spinning and the direction of the rug, when we turn that water on, allows all of the water to basically shoot down the entire tube, and the speed just pulls it through the rug. And you might be able to hear the machine's running a little louder now. He has it sped up a little bit, and now we're just actively trying to dry the rug. So in about 2 minutes or so, we're going to take the rug out, and we'll see what it looks like. And again, I didn't get to introduce him before. This is Manny. And Manny actually comes from our office cleaning side of the business. He's one of the really only ones we took from that side of the business. He still works on that side of the business as well, but we really took him, and yeah. Hi, Petra. Is it Petra or Petra? Either way, hello. Now we're just getting the rug dry. Like I said, we'll take it out, and that'll be the end of today's video. Petra? Oh, hello, Petra. Is that the one I said second? And you can see, man, he's just slowly turning the machine up a little bit down, just kind of gauging how much water is coming out. Scott, you're very welcome. Petra. Hello, Petra. All right. Donna, thank you very much. All right, so we've shut the machine. And actually, Manny, once we open it, if it's caught, I want to show them what it looks like when it's caught. Let's see. Now, sometimes when we open it, the rug will actually now be open in the machine. So let's see. Okay, so you see in the middle how it fell, but on the end outside, it's still stuck to the walls. Now we're going to use that yellow button I mentioned, and we're going to run the machine in reverse, and it's actually going to roll the rug back up. And there you go. And that allows us to easily take it out. Petra, thank you very much. Okay. And this looks like a brand new rug. Yeah. Perfect. It's like we know what we're doing. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today we cleaned a whole bunch of rugs on our channel, including this one that we had soaking in a bag of pet treatment that got very yellow from all the urine. We are also working on this side today as well. We're doing some rugs over here. But again, we are ATC Rug Washing, Especially Cleaning Services. We thank you all very much for tuning in. And we will be back at our live Q&A AMA style video every Thursday, including this Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Pat. I will be behind the camera the entire time, usually about 3 to 4 hours. We'll have a whole bunch of rugs for you. This week, we got a couple of fun ones for Thursday. We definitely have some urine on wool, maybe a couple viscose rugs, some tufted rugs, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And again, if anybody tuning in from New York, please give us a call, talk dirty to us if you need a rug cleaned. And soon, anybody in the U.S. will be able to send rugs to us for cleaning, and we'll make your rug famous. We'll definitely give you a shout out. We'll probably do them live. Maybe we'll do a couple of them as a different style video format. But either way, again, everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked our channel, please like and subscribe. And I am Pat. Again, you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys in the next video.